Pens? I didn't know we did pens. Did you know we did pens? Should get one for my desk.
Nobody uses pens anymore, Dev.
Where is Andreo?
Just give him a minute.
Nope, I'm gonna head.
Oh, I'll tell him he has to take a call.
You stop. You know, this whole thing would be a lot easier if you were just a bit more understanding.
Easier for you.
What are you talking about? You have my support.
Support?
Yes, you know that.
Wow.
What?
You have never been more distracted than you are right now. There is always something more important to deal with.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've got quite a lot on at the moment.
Okay, so where is the support you talk about, Dev? Because I haven't seen it.
Come on, Cal, you're fine.
How would you know?
I mean, Dad's death didn't affect you like it affected me, for a start.
So it's about Dad now.
Well, I mean, you weren't sad. You didn't grieve. For all I know, you were happy about it.
If you had asked me, then you wouldn't have to guess.
If you were upset, I would have asked you.
Do you even care?
Of course I care.
Evidently not.
Cal? You okay?
Fine.
Hey. Look. I didn't know you. You should have told me. Hey. I'm sorry.
Tell me about the business.
Ugh. You don't want to know.
I mean it. Why is it so difficult?
Business is in trouble, Cal. Like, serious trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Buying Konnersport, nearly bankrupted by the global. It's on a knife edge, we can't go public.
What?
Yeah.
How come?
I don't know, it's weird. It's like the company's only as rich as people think it is. And if any of this gets out, then the whole thing falls to pieces.
And you've been keeping this all a secret?
Andreo knows. He's been helping me with the board. They could just sell up, balance the books. We're not in a strong position.
So, Dad bought Konnersport and then left you to clean up the mess?
We are where we are. Classic Dad.
And the only way to prove Konnersport's value is to make a run for the title. Do we have to win?
Can't argue with first place. Oh. You can tell Andreo I had to take this.
Do what you gotta do.
Mikey! How are you, bud? Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm good. Uh-huh. Yeah. Sounds nice.
Here comes Callie Mayer, all over the rear wing of Liam Lawson. Down the old main straight we go, towards Compton. She's going for it and she sends herself and Liam Lawson spinning out of the race.
Ah, dear, oh dear. Just wonder, could Lawson have done anything different there? Well, is it all on Mayo? It was a late move. Oh, I'd love to see that from a different angle.
It was aggressive from Mayer, whichever way you look at it, but there's the end result. Liam Lawson and Callie Mayer out here at Silverstone, and there's Aidan Jackson racing through.
Well, was that Callie? It was. She is okay, but I'm afraid she's out of the race. Copy. Right, push, please, Aidan. I need you to push. Let's see what you can do. Okay, clear. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. The car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres. Okay, gap ahead, 0.2 seconds. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
Not a bad day then at the office for Aiden Jackson, but let's not forget, his teammate Callie Mayer took herself and Liam Lawson out of the race.
Yeah, and I've had another look at that incident, Crofty, and I do believe that Mayer was at fault. It's just a little bit aggressive, and it's really cost her.
Unlucky not to get more there.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they've secured here.
Aiden, suffice to say it was pretty dramatic out there today. What about your race, though?
Yeah. I got as many points as I could under the circumstances. It's a few more for me and the drivers, a few more for Konnersport and the constructors. So we'll add them to the rest and move on. You know, nobody on the team wanted to see an incident like that with Callie. But we're still in the fight, and I'm happy with the way I handled it today.
And by incident, you're of course referring to Callie's move on Lawson. So what did you make of that?
Honestly, I haven't seen the footage yet, so I'll defer to the judgment of those who have. But look, Callie's a great driver. So if it turns out it was a mistake, then we all make mistakes from time to time. It's just one of those things.
Well, with Konnersport still in the hunt, what do you think your chances are moving forward?
We have to be careful we don't get carried away too much. Look, we're out there with some big names who've been in this game a long time. Red Bull have been so dominant the last few seasons, and look, it's not easy keeping up with a team like that. I think the margins are fine, and today shows how quickly things can change. We can't stop Red Bull from competing at that level, so we just have to focus on our own game and just keep bringing in results and keep bringing whatever points we can.
Well, thank you for chatting with us. Great to have your time.
Go away. Oh, I know. Just spare me the lecture, okay?
What? I have one ready to go. I mean, it's all there for you.
I don't get it, Dev. I really don't. We're working our tails off to try and bail Dad out, and he's not even here. I really thought he knew what he was doing. Why would he risk so much?
Well, I guess he just really wanted to own Konnersport. Another toy to show off to his mates at the yacht club.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just came here to tell you you're an idiot.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, and you know, you have to do much better next time, and this season must be a success. Throw in some veiled threats about contract renewal, that kind of thing.
Right, yeah. Well, consider me thoroughly motivated.
Good. Then my work here is done. Oh. Yeah. You know that was the wrong call out there today, Cal.
Yeah, I know.
But I liked it. He took a shot. I can relate to that.
Thanks, Dev.
Runs in the family.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Aiden,
I think it worked.
how so?
I saw them after the race. They were actually okay.
Okay, how? What did you see?
They were talking like I don't know, like normal people.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they spoke. I think it worked. You did it, Andrea.
Well, it was your idea.
Yeah, but it had to come from you. So, thanks for backing me.
For the good of the team.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Andrea.
Well, the team will be a success. And you propose, what exactly, a sale? How's that going to look, Mike? We've only just acquired the team.
But the projections...
Projections be damned! Read my lips. We are not selling Konnersport. As long as I'm still breathing, I will see California make a name for herself on this team. We will continue to support this team, and this team will continue to support Cali.
But David,
I have another meeting to attend. Good day, gentlemen.
You wanted to know why he risked so much. Guess now we know. You okay?
Yeah.
You know, when Dad left me the business, I didn't ask for it. I mean, I didn't want it. I just... I don't know. I felt ungrateful for feeling that way.
But it means he cared.
Yeah. In his way.
In his way. I'm gonna watch it one more time.
Yeah, sure.
The team will be a success. And you propose...
Hey, we need your input on this one. Hey, boss. Got another one for you.
Verstappen's closing in on Jackson, looking to overtake, switches to the right, has to switch to the left. Jackson moves again, but that's got to be an issue with the stewards.
They'll definitely be looking into that one because he's moved twice there under the braking zone. It was certainly enough to block Verstappen.
And it has been noted by race control, so let's see what the stewards say.
Okay, Aiden, I'm afraid you've been given a drive-through penalty. Copy? What? Oh, come on! Why? Moving under braking, mate. We've got 3 laps to serve the penalty, so box within 3 laps, please. But I gave him space! Okay, fine. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Good job, nice overtake. Okay, gap to the car in front, 0.6 seconds. the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 0.9 seconds. Final lap, push, push. Nice move, good job. Okay mate, I'm afraid we didn't quite get what we needed there. And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Tough one that, but good points, good job.
And give me your thoughts on Jackson's drive-through penalty this afternoon.
Well, I've had a look, Crofty, and for me, it's pretty clear-cut. I mean, he's defended late and then moves back to his line, all under the braking zone, and it's not like he doesn't know what the rules are.
That's a very good point. Question I've got, does he make that move against anyone other than Verstappen? The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
Well, Aidan, tough day. You've received a penalty for moving under braking against Verstappen. What's your take on it?
I don't agree with the decision at all. I felt like I gave him space, you know? Like, I wasn't swerving all over the track. I just defended my position and, you know, that's what racing's about. I think they were too quick to pull the trigger on this one, to be honest.
Did you feel you had to defend more aggressively today because it was a Red Bull behind you?
Maybe a bit, yeah. Look, anytime Max gets past, it's potentially a big point swing between Red Bull and Konnersport, but, you know, those are points we desperately need. And especially moving into the latter stages of this season, you know, a lot of drivers like to say it doesn't matter who you're up against, but honestly, sometimes it does.
The season's not over yet, but how would you assess your performance so far this season?
Honestly, I'm not where I want to be. I think I've had too many mistakes and missed too many opportunities. So, yeah, to be honest, I've let myself down and I've let the team down at times, and I think I just need to step it up. Look, I'm not here to just bring in a few points. I want to be consistently winning races and challenging the very best in this sport. And to do that, I need to take responsibility for the results that haven't been good enough.
That's great, thank you.
So no, Aiden, we won't be appealing. The stewards were right. You know that.
I gave him space.
Okay, nothing more today, thank you.
Can't let this slip away, people. Red Bull are pulling ahead, Ferrari won't let up. Discipline, focus, we can still do this.
Did you talk to them?
Yeah, they're not going to invest.
Run the numbers by me. I can help it make sense to them.
Thanks, Andrew.
For the good of the team.
He's good, isn't he?
What?
I said Andrea's good. He actually likes the business side of things.
Yeah, he's great with the board.
And you're really not.
Yeah, thanks for that.
But you're good in the garage. And in the paddock. You have good instincts. People listen to you. You know how to win.
You said my ideas were mad.
Only when you're panicking.
Okay, where are you going with this?
Stop spending your life pandering to the suits.
Well, I mean, that's what I do now, yeah? I pander to the suits.
Just because Dad says so. You don't have to do this, Dad. You can change it.
Look, I appreciate the effort, but I somehow don't think it's that simple, okay?
You used to be a maverick, Dev. What happened?
The gap to first place is not insurmountable. Remember, we don't beat Red Bull by copying them. Okay, just a heads up before we get into it.
Shouldn't we wait for Andrea?
Yeah, I've been meaning to tell you.
We kept doing each other's jobs. It was ridiculous.
So Devon put you on the board of Butler Global?
It didn't happen overnight.
So Andrea would take care of things at Butler Global, deal with the board, keep me in the loop, and I would steer the ship at Konnersport. It's one of the best ideas I ever had.
Why was that necessary?
Well, if we were gonna compete with Red Bull, we had to take some risks. We needed a maverick.
You?
Me. Long story short, I'm principal now.
What? Wait, you knew about this?
Doesn't matter, Jackson. Listen, the most important thing, and I cannot stress this enough, trust me, and we will bring home the trophy.
Hey, boss, got a couple of minutes?
Andreo!
Looks like the word is out about our new roles.
Yep, just reading some of it now. Big story, big story.
Yeah, big story.
Listen, are you, this is what you wanted, right? And you said this was what was best for the team.
If it's good for Konnersport, it's good for all of us. That's what I said, and I stand by it. How do you want to handle the media?
Just say we'll put something out official soon.
And will we?
Probably. Look, I know I've said it before, but I just want to thank you for your support, mate. I don't know where I would be without you.
Hey, anytime, Devon.
You 1 in a million, Andrea. You know that, right? Ugh. Look, I gotta head. I'll talk to you soon, all right? Ciao.
Could you take a look at this, please?
Okay, Callie, I need to play the team game here. Aiden's just made his stop, and I want you to try and hold up those behind you so we can close the gap up for him, all right?
Copy, can do.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 7.5 seconds.
Here in Mexico, we're being treated to some brilliant defending from Callie Mayer, and she's building quite the line of traffic behind her.
Some great team driving going on here from a Konnersport perspective, because Mayer's definitely backing this pack up, and her teammate Jackson is now catching.
And he's got the fresher tyres on, so let's see if he can make quick work of them.
Okay, mate, Callie's done her bit, set them all up for you. Now it's over to you. Get to work. Okay, good work. Great pass. Gap to the car ahead is around 2 seconds. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Yes, come on, we're on the podium. Good job this weekend. That's a great drive. Thank you.
Wasn't my best race, but wasn't my worst one either.
There are selfless drives and there are selfless drives. And that was a truly selfless drive from Callie Mayer today. It put Aiden Jackson in an excellent position for that strong finish.
It really did. The team benefits from it wholly, and it's never a nice position to be in as the driver, being asked to do that, but hats off to them.
And it's a result that brings Jackson and Mayer even closer together in the driver's standings, whilst in the constructors, Konnersport are really starting to make a push now as the end of the season gets ever closer. Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
Hi, Devon.
Jackson, good job today, mate.
Yeah, thanks. The car felt good. And, you know, Callie was unreal today. She really supported me out there.
Yeah, you drove the wheels off it, son. Look, I just wanted to let you know we're going full steam ahead on upgrades for Vegas. We're going to go all out for the title.
That's great. We can do this.
Want to add to your F2 trophy, maybe?
Yeah, it's been a journey. Even, you know, a few years ago when we were just crashing into each other every weekend. Look at where we are now.
Time flies, mate. It's been a ride.
Anything else?
Yeah, just, look, you know how much I enjoy messing with your head, but I just want to say thank you for being patient. Waiting for upgrades, you know, I know what it's like.
That means a lot. Cheers. Anyway, I didn't even need that upgrade package. Callie's the one who needed it more.
Ooh, you should really watch that ego, Jackson. You know, me personally, I've always preached humility.
Right, sure thing.
We're having a gathering later to celebrate the result. See you there, yeah?